African ancestors, they didn't have this in mind at all. And that is why I don't blame some of our people who talk down on our ancestors. Looking at what they achieved, our ancestors didn't look at destruction. They didn't have that in mind to destroy others with so much nuclear weapon and the rest of them. No, it was about preservation. They did a lot about preservation. So the next time you are talking about my ancestors, always have it at the back of your mind that it was never about destruction. And that is why you find out that they didn't invent anything called nuclear weapon or, or what you call guns and the rest of them. Those destructive items never was invented by our ancestors. When you look at the artifacts at the museum all over the world, you find out that none of them represented anything destruction. It was about preservation. And so that is what the world should be about. But for those who think destruction is the only way out, they are indeed those we call the invaders. Those who invade other communities, countries, nations, just to make ends meet. I don't know how that is the proper thing to do, but when you start blaming ancestors, just know that you are not well rooted about what our ancestors did, because they were not in a hurry. They were not in a hurry to destroy anybody at all, because they know basically their watchword were usually preservation, preservation of nature, of natural items, natural inhabitants. That was their watchword. So always remember this and stop associating my ancestors with the low invention of uh, uh, maybe what you call gadgets and the rest of them. You understand? Because even the gadgets we are using now is also very destructive to us. So I hope you understand that this is actually the bedrock of my ancestors, and that should be respected. Hmm? What they did should be respected, because if you think that destruction is the way out, or that is the only way to know who and who were good at invention, then probably you wouldn't be alive by now, because if they did invented things or destructive items, you wouldn't be alive by now. And this is where the world is going, where the Chinese or the Americans or the Russians think so much of how to destroy others. And you know that if it continues like this, a day will come, everything will be wiped off the face of earth, and you may be included. Hence, you think those are the um those inventions are the best way forward. Thank you for listening.